Let me show you the initial configuration of OnePlus 15R. I'm gonna show you how to set it up and how does the first setup looks like. So once you tap on this arrow after turning on the phone, you will see that we have the language selection, so you can choose whichever language you want to use on your phone, and then we can go next. Then we have the region selection, so in my case, let's say I'm gonna choose United States. There we go, and let's go next. Then we have some legal information, so we're gonna tap on next. If you have inserted your SIM cards or a SIM card, well, this actually seems to be true if you have two SIM cards, so then you can choose whichever SIM should be used by default for mobile data. So in my case, I'm just gonna tap on next. If you have your old device right next to you, then you should be able to transfer the data, so copy some settings, accounts, and so on and so forth, by using either Android device or iPhone or iPad, depending what you had. Or if you want to perform a clean setup, then of course we can tap on skip. Now in here we can connect to Wi-Fi. You can try to find your network on this list and then connect to that. Or you can, for example, use the Wi-Fi QR code scanner. So if you have the Wi-Fi QR code, you can just do that instead. In my case, I'm gonna connect to my network, but also remember that you can skip if you don't want to connect to Wi-Fi for some reason. So once we connect, we're gonna tap on next, and now we need to wait for the next menu to appear on our phone. You can copy apps and data, for example, from the Google account if you have a backup. If you do, then of course you can tap on next. You will have to sign into your Google account, and then you can choose the backup that you want to use. If you don't want to do that, or if you don't have a backup or anything like that, then of course we can tap on a don't copy instead, and most likely you will still see the Google sign in page. So of course after that you can sign into your Google account. And there we go. As I thought, we can just sign in into our Google account. So if you have your Google account, you can just enter your credentials over here, go next, enter the password and sign in. You can also create a new account in case you want to do so, or if for some reason you don't want to sign into a Google account yet, then we can just use the skip button over here in the bottom left corner. In my case, I decided to sign in. I need to choose who will be using this device, so of course I will be using this phone, so let's go next. Then we have the Google Terms of Service, so we need to agree to them to be able to use a Google account. And now we just have to wait again. And now here you can set up the screen lock password, so you can choose the password for your phone if you want to set it up immediately. You can also set up biometrics such as the fingerprint sensor and face recognition. Of course, in order to use these two, you will have to set up the password first, so feel free to do so. But if not, if you don't care about the password yet, then of course we can skip that process for now, and you can go to settings once the initial configuration is done in order to set up the password later on. Then we have some Google services like location. We can also allow scanning over here for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and I actually recommend you disabling these options because they are really not needed that much, and they can actually save the battery quite a bit. There's also the phone number verification, the usage and diagnostic data, and that's pretty much it. So decide by yourself, of course, which services you want to use, and then tap on accept in the bottom right corner. Then we have the option to create Google backups. So if you want to back up photos and videos and other device data that is listed over here, then of course you can make sure that these boxes are checked, and then you can turn on the backup. You can also exclude something if something should not be backed up, and if you don't want to make backups at all, then of course tap on a don't backup here on the left side. Then we have the selection of the default browser and search engine, so let's tap on a next, and first we need to choose the browser. Here we have a pretty long list of different browsers that you can choose from, but if you don't know which one to choose, if you don't have like any preference or you don't know anything about them, then you can just simply choose Google Chrome. This is, I believe, the most popular choice, so you can just go for that and press set as default. And then we have the search engine selection, so in this case the most popular choice is of course Google, and we can press set as default. Now we can continue the setup in order to get more stuff that is related to Google, or you can leave and get reminder, but you still have some additional things related to the setup anyway. So in my case, I'm gonna tap continue to show you what is next. We have information about Gemini, so we can tap continue. You can set up the Hey Google voice recognition if you want to. If you don't use it, or if you don't care about it, you can just simply tap on no thanks. On the other hand, if you decide to set it up, you will have to say a couple of sentences out loud to be able to use that feature. In addition to that, the next screen allows you to set up your payment card so you can use Google Pay. Of course, after the initial configuration, we have Google Wallet, which you can use in order to set up your payment card, and it allows you to use Google Pay. So you don't have to deal with this right now if you don't want to, but of course, if you do, then feel free to press add a card and then just set up your payment card on your phone, so then you can make contactless payments with your OnePlus 15R. In my case, I'm just gonna skip that. Then we have some additional options, like you can add another Google account over here, or you can change wallpaper. For some reason, we have a suggestion to do so right now, so feel free to do so if you feel like it, but I don't think that's quite important right now, so I'm just gonna tap on no thanks, and then we're gonna move on. Then we have some other OnePlus settings. This is of course still the initial configuration. Here you can decide if you want to use the mobile data or cellular data straight away. Of course, this can be toggled in settings as well, so it doesn't matter if you turn it on or off in here immediately. You can change that later on. We have the information about the Red Cable Club, which is like a community thing made by OnePlus, like a membership program or something like that. So if you want to, you can of course join in. If you don't care about it, you can just simply press skip. Then we have some recommended services, so you can go through this list and decide which features you want to use on your phone. In my case, I'm gonna actually turn on everything that I have in here, but in your case, you don't really need to agree to do so. There's also Quick Connect, which might be quite handy to use, but of course, like I said, you want to decide by yourself which of these options should be enabled. If you feel like you don't need something, then of course you don't have to agree to use that. Now, we have the navigation method, so you can use gestures in order to navigate on your phone, or you can switch to buttons, which will be of course at the bottom of the screen, and you can also choose the button layout, so you can decide if the back button should be on the right or the left side. And then we're gonna tap on done. And there we go, we are all set up. We have access to our home screen, and now you can do whatever you want to do with your phone. So you can, for example, go to the Play Store, download new apps, or go through the settings of the phone in order to make some changes. And if you actually don't know what to do next, if you feel like there are some things that you should do at first before you actually start using your phone, then I can recommend you checking out my channel. I have a video for OnePlus 15. What are the first things that you should do on your OnePlus 15R? So you can check that out in order to get some tips and some important things that you probably don't want to miss. And yeah, that is pretty much it. If you are also looking for some other guides for OnePlus 15R, if you're looking for some specific settings, then be sure to check out my channel as well, or the playlist. And yeah, leave a like and subscribe.